So I'm in an RV in Key Largo right now, and I made a pretty big mistake. I planned my next spot 70 miles away. So I have to go. It's like 7 a.m. I can't even enjoy this. I have to like bolt out the door now so I could get there hopefully before sunset. So I put a tent up because yes, it's a tent site. First time I get to use a tent though. That's exciting.
So anyway, there's this famous 7 Mile bridge, right? And that's over there, right? That's over there. Running parallel is this bike bridge, which I thought went all the way over to the same place. That's what I just ran into. Oh, to be fair, I don't want to be there. Now I have to go back, I think like, what, 3 miles or so? And then get back onto that bridge, and I just lost a lot of time. That sucks. I slept outside a gas station last night. I didn't sleep actually. I close my eyes every so often because I gotta watch my stuff. So yeah, that's my bike behind me. It's got a flat tire, and I bought tubes that with the valve stem that doesn't fit. So anyway, the campgrounds that I'm staying at, or supposed to be staying at, they reopen at 8 o'clock. So I got like an hour right now to kill drinking coffee. And this guy just pulled up a minute ago, and he walked around to avoid the path I'm on because I think he thought I was going to panhandle, which is kind of annoying but hilarious. It's kind of funny at the same time because like I understand the behavior because I worked at a gas station for so many years.
Alright, so this is Big Pine Key Resort. It's a camping and RV site, and if you're going to visit Hawaii I'm just waking up. If you're going to visit the Keys on a budget, this is the way to go. Airbnbs are crazy expensive. Hotels are crazy expensive. This is like, it was like $90 for a night here. So compared to everything, like that's kind of like normal hotel prices up, on the mainland. But here, I mean, $300 easily a night at a hotel here. So this is definitely the way to go. My tent collapsed. So today's agenda is to get to Key West, and then hopefully try to work out a deal where I can get my stuff onto the ferry. I had to change my tire, my tube, and I'm hoping this thing makes me from point A to point B. If not, then I've got a problem. Anyway, out, peace.
Okay, so I'm just about to head out from a Starbucks about 3 miles to mile marker 0. So yeah, let's do this. Highway to the danger zone. A bit of this. Pan it around. So right now I'm on the Key West Express, and I'm heading to Fort Myers, and got an Airbnb set up there, so should work out pretty good. Hopefully, I got 2 days to like put things together, and I'm out. Wish I could have stayed like 2 weeks. There we go. So I'm in Fort Myers today. And when I got here off the Key West Express, it just looked like a bomb just kind of just went off. You could see wrecked ships everywhere. There's no street lights for miles and miles. And then once you go inland, then it comes back to like, you could see like they rebuilt the town pretty much. So yeah, still a lot of work needs to be done. But yeah, I hope it. But yeah, Fort Myers, nice area, and what's really cool about it is where I stayed last night was walking distance to a movie theater, walking distance to a mall, and if I wanted to, I could just catch a boat and go to Key West. I could see why it was a popular city before the storm, and I hope it comes back. Okay, so a little director's cut. So this started in Key Largo at an Airbnb where there was a mix-up. After Key Largo, as you can tell, I had to rush out a campsite 70 miles away. And what that meant was from 7 a.m. till whenever, all I could do was pedal. And that is pretty much the theme of this trip, is like everything that I've done is just pedal to get from point A to point B as quick as I could, and not get to sightsee as much, which means there was a lot of footage I did not take. I didn't take footage of me going to the mile marker 0. I didn't get to go to the Isle of that, like in hindsight, I should have got more footage. Especially the 7 Mile bridge. If you're going on a 7 Mile bridge, put a GoPro camera on and just ride. A friend of mine took me around a few bars, showed me around. There's a Geiger Key. There's also, I think, a Navy base there because there are jets flying over constantly. So there's that. There's a guy named Red. He built a little sanctuary on the right on the beach there in Geiger, and it's the story is he's kind of legendary because no one, like very few people know the true story. If he was homeless or if that was just his little place, his little escape, from everything. But I think he was a regular at the gas station that was up the road. And they built a plaque, or they put a little plaque there as a remembrance to him after he had passed away. Now, pulling into Fort Myers, before I even started this trip, I did talk to someone from Fort Myers area, and she told me how horrible it was, and I felt like I didn't want to exploit it by taking footage, but part of me thinks I should have, because now people think that everything's fine and dangerous. Before I even get to that, I took the Key West Express, which takes you from Key West to Fort Myers. Actually, there are a few other places. But with my trailer, it made it questionable whether I was going to be able to bring my bicycle onto it. So another reason why the trailer is not going with me, too much complication. Now back to Fort Myers. So it's dark out. We're pulling into Fort Myers, and I could see all the wrecked boats as you're pulling in, and it's really creepy looking. Then when you get off the boat, when you get off the ferry, and I started biking, into the street, no street lights, and right on the side there was this boat pressed against the power lines, like the water had lifted it out onto where the ground is, and that, like, it had gotten that far. So, still there months later. The whole area looked very destitute, like buildings destroyed. So the way this whole section ends of Fort Myers, I did meet up with family. I've got a family member from the Sicilian side of my family that has put everything together for the family tree on Ancestry.com, and I learned a lot about where, like, there's parts where, like, you think, hey, maybe members from one side of the family met other members of the family because they may have crossed paths in New Jersey at some point, which I found interesting. But like alternate universes. And so yeah, that's everything from the trip. If you enjoy it, like, subscribe. When in doubt, just ride. So here's a plaque for Red.